There's this famous story about a soap factory. I think it's a Japanese one, where they have this problem where they kept packaging up soap, and then when they looked in the box, the quality control would find empty packets with no soap in there.
Mm.
So they engaged in a process of going, okay, well, we need to improve our quality control. What's the answer? A load of engineers looked at the problem. What we'll do is put X-ray scanners in across all the conveyor belts. It will scan all the soaps as they go through. Any empty packets, we'll be able to tell what they are, take them off the conveyor belt, refill them, whatever. It's going to take X amount of pounds or yen or whatever the currency is. It's going to take X amount of months, but we'll get there and it will do this. And one of the employees came up with a solution, which was, actually, why don't you just put a fan blowing across the conveyor belt? Because if the packets are empty, they're going to blow off the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And we'll know that they're empty, and then only the full ones will go through.
Yeah.
And this, that was somebody reflecting on what's the problem we're trying to solve, and going, here's a really simple solution to solve that problem. And that was in low cost, fast, got the problem solved versus longer term. So that reflective piece is really, really important.
Yeah.
I think for me, what shifted is I've kind of doubled down on this whole human experience piece. And, there's lots of fantastic customer experience leaders and authors and experts that talk about the frameworks and the tools, and it's brilliant. But for me, the step back that I've really doubled down on is those are tools and ways of understanding what's going on and things that can help us to measure certain things or whatever. What I really double down on is the side of humans, really understanding people, understanding what makes us tick, understanding the psychology, understanding how we drive decisions, understanding the role of memory and how memory drives our future decision making, and how we have the power to influence that, and how certain situations allow us to do that to a greater and deeper level. So in particular, highly emotive, either highly stressed or highly excitable, but when you have a peak emotion and something happens during that period, that's embedded into your memory cortex much deeper. It's wired together much deeper, much harder, much more solidly than when you're in a low emotional thing. So if you're not feeling particularly happy or sad about something, you're kind of like, I'm not really that bothered, and something happens, you're less likely to remember that than when you're in a state of euphoria or a state of anxiety, which is why a lot of people in travel in particular remember those negative experiences when the airport something's happened at the airport, they've missed their flight, bags have got lost, children have got lost, or something's happened. There's high stress. That memory association is really, really, really key. So really understanding that psychology for me has shifted, and the role of culture. I mean, I've always been someone who's believed in culture eats strategy for breakfast is the famous phrase that's coined, but really the role of culture. And the thing that I've come to kind of crystallize in my mind is one of the difficulties is customer experience is looked as a function. In an organization, it's not a function. Customer experience is your culture. And it feeds across everything. Stop boxing it as a department, as a team on an org chart to go, it's there. There might be a group of people that are tasked with flying the flag for it and helping people understand it, but actually it is something that flows all the way through. So it's culture.
I think